Hello everybody and welcome back to Doodle Empires. Last where we left off, we basically filled up all of mainland Indochina, and we also started our very first no, not Indian, our first Chinese nation as well. So without any further ado, I just want to get in because I've been craving for more Doodle Empires. So how do I do this usually? If you haven't seen the first episode, I just press on random and then I look at what they are. They're flatlanders, so let's select them and let's draw a card. And they're getting a new leader. Alright, so their new leader is going to be a desert nomad. Alright, that's fine. Alright, next up we have Ye. They're a divisive mountaineer. Well, they don't really have any mountains, but we're going to expand them out more into the central area. So let's just fill everything in. There are some little hills here, so they're probably going to go and live in there since it's pretty close to being mountains. Next up, they're probably just gonna follow the river up here. We're gonna find this. We're gonna order Sam Nuea, and ooh, that's kind of ugly, but it's fine. It's fine. Next up, we have Hanoi. They're hill dwellers and conquerors. Right, in the last episode, Hanoi just broke apart multiple times. Da Nang popped out, Sam Nuea. There was also a nation up here that popped out, but they managed to take it back. But now let's find out. Oh, never mind. I was about to say let's find out if they're going to attack more of the people that broke off, but we're getting a new nation. So I am feeling like Korea. But then the question is, do I want to just call it Korea or name it a city? And I feel like I should go a city. So let's just call it Seoul. And let's just draw it in around this spot here. So they're just gonna relax here on the coastline, maybe spread more into Korea. Okay, that's a lot of land that they can take. Yeah, I guess let's just sell out as much as we can. Wow, okay, this is a massive Korea already. We're just gonna take the southern part of it. There we go, and now let's put in the capital. Give or take around here. It's not 100% correct, but I mean, I'm trying my best. Alright, and every time a new nation gets released, I always click them again so that they get another chance. And they're just getting a new leader, which is a Conquer Tundra Walker. Okay, interesting. Next up we have PI, they're peaceful hill dwellers. Let's find out. They get a medium expansion. Well, I guess they're just gonna go into these hills up here a bit, but they're gonna stop and not go into the mountains, into the, oh god, I forgot, the Himalayas, because, they're just way too massive, basically. I like to do a little roleplay, you know. And they're basically just, yeah. Just gonna follow along the mountains, you know, live along the hills. Maybe they're gonna go in here later. Next up, we have Hanoi. Okay, let's see if they actually get... Oh my god, okay. Dude, Hanoi, poor Hanoi. They're just splitting over and over and over again. Well, we're putting Ha Long back on the map. Those were the ones that they conquered before they conquered once they basically broke free from them. So let's just make them go around like this, yeah. I don't want to give them any more. So I have to give them a capital. I feel like Hanoi should have been more northern, but because of that, I'm just gonna put Ha Long here instead. Because it's supposed to be real close to Hanoi, but it's supposed to be like a little bit farther down here, but whatever. Pinai again? I mean PI again? Sure. They're also going to be splitting. Interesting. Yeah, so we're going to be popping out Nase because that's easier to see on the map where the city or village is, so I'm just choosing that. Oh, it's a split, so they're gonna split in half. Okay. So it basically took all of the mountainous and hilly parts. Interesting. Like here-ish? Kinda? Maybe more down. But again, I'm not placing them down one to one because that's just impossible because I've never been in Asia before. Anyway, oh wait, no, they split off, so we're gonna choose them again. They're Peaceful Tundra Walkers, and we're going to draw a card, and they are going to Large Expand. So I feel like they're just gonna do what the old, the PI did, and they're basically just gonna follow along this path here and maybe start filling out this area here, where there's just, you know, a lot of free land. Oh god, this is so awkward. God. Next up, we have Seoul. Nice. They're going to get a large expansion. Okay. Even though I feel like, you know, civilization isn't to the point where they have boats, I'm just gonna fill up these couple of islands down here because I missed one and it would look ugly, so I'm just gonna fill them up. Anyway, they're gonna follow along just the coastline and they're just gonna fill up the rest of the peninsula. See, I missed that again. I just... my reaction speed is too slow. Anyway, they're gonna hit these mountains up here and then they're just gonna basically follow the lines again. Don't hit that island. Okay, good. And there we go. Next up we have Bangkok. We're gonna draw a card. Not a court. Not a court. Surathani broke off from them, so maybe they might actually try and push them out of here a little bit, basically till they reach the mountainous areas here. And I feel like they're gonna attack so that they can re-establish basically this side of the sea, so that they have, you know, more access to the water. And then I guess the rest are just gonna start, you know, filling it in. Just follow the river here and fill up this unclaimed area. Next up we have Seoul again. They're going to be splitting Pyongyang, because it's another one of these like major cities, so let's just release Pyongyang. And it also makes the most sense because Seoul has the most control out of the southern parts of the Korean peninsula, because that's what they colonized, or well, moved into first before going up north. So these guys splitting off because they're like unsatisfied or something makes the most sense in my eyes. And I feel like I'm just gonna give them like this. Yeah, it's pretty it's pretty ugly, but doesn't matter. Alright, so they're tolerant forest dwellers. Interesting. Oh, well, never mind. Now the question is, do I want to make Japan or a different Chinese nation? I feel like Japan is really important and we already have a Chinese one, so let's just make a Japanese nation now. And what better nation than Tokyo? So they're just gonna nestle into this little area here next to the mountainous terrain and basically just fill out this area here. Then they're gonna go down into this little I don't know, bay, I guess, and go along here. They're just gonna, yeah, then they're gonna push up here a little bit. Yeah, okay, not gonna lie, I like how Tokyo is looking. That actually looks really nice, but I already have a blood red, so maybe I should change that to a darker red. It actually goes hard. Yeah, Tokyo. Since they're a new nation, select and oh god. Okay, Fukushima. Guess let's just give them as much as they can take. Oh, and now I have to figure out where exactly 1-to-1 it is. And go Fukushima. It might have made more sense if I put down Sendai, but I don't think we're there yet. Yeah, no, we're not there yet. So Fukushima it is, and since they are a new nation, oh, they're getting a new leader. They're Conqueror Tundra Walkers as well. Alright. Next up we have Sam Nuea. They're Celis Mountaineers. Not gonna lie, they're one of my favorites right now because I love these like small nations that are in the middle of like big nations. I don't know why. They're also getting a new leader, and it's Kublai the Great. He's a desert nomad. Okay. Anyway, next up we have Dongying, the Chinese nation, and they're going to be medium expanding. So they're probably gonna follow this bay a bit, but then they're just gonna like consolidate a little bit more, maybe follow up this river, go onto this little lake. Just you know, blobbing out a bit while also following the coastline. Maybe they really like this area, start following it here because it's the closest to their capital. Now they're going up here and a little bit up here, and then just a little bit more around this bay. There we go. Alright, not bad. I really like this little empire here, this Dongying Empire. Looks pretty nice. Next up we have Yangon. They are divisive desert nomads, and they shall be medium expanding. Well, they're just gonna basically go into India. But, well, sensing... They just keep doing it. Every time Calais is weak, or PI, with the capital of Calais, because they got pushed. They used to be down here in PI, but Yangon, every time they sense weakness, they always push PI further and further up north, and I feel like they would do that again, because PI basically broke off of Yangon, and so they probably hate them a lot. These borders, bro. Oh god, what did I do? Anyway, Pi, their cell is hill dwellers, and they are going to be getting a medium expansion. Until they meet the river here, they're probably gonna follow the river and find this little area here. Gonna probably actually really like that. Yeah, they're gonna follow this river fully, because why not? They're actually gonna find each other and connect. And then they're just gonna keep on spreading. And hell, maybe they're even gonna do some like little border clashes for a river area. Pushing them off. Because I mean, Hanoi, they're just weak right now. They can't do anything. They're so like weak. All they can do is just take it. And also it makes the borders look nicer. Dude, Pi is massive. Alright, next up we have Da Nang. They are conquerors and jungle explorers. Okay. They are going to have a large expansion. So if I click here, all of this is jungle, right? Or am I wrong? I have no idea. Because they're conquerors and they're actually more stable than Hanoi, I feel like they might actually just push up into Hanoi a bit. Just take what they took down here for them to themselves. I mean, what are they gonna do? They just got attacked from Pi. They had they had another small split, so they can't really defend themselves right now. But yeah, after that they're just gonna basically expand, go down here into the They're gonna meet up with Bangkok again, which this time just over here. Gonna follow down here, and they're just gonna grab some mountainous terrain, maybe for like defensive areas in case Bangkok tries something down here. Really sucks for Hanoi. They got shafted through this entire story so far. Anyway, next up we have Seoul. They're conquerors. Oh, watch out, Pyongyang. Watch out. Never mind. They don't need to worry here. So let's just color it in. Let's try and not get the islands, because you know this is. Let's just say this is like Roman Empire era, like 200 or like BCE. I think BCE before Christ BC. Okay, I don't know what the other one is, but I feel like they're just gonna follow like this, then over here as well before they start pushing up into China properly. And I kind of made these borders too straight, and I hate it, but I did it to myself. God damn it. God damn it. Ugh. Oh no. Oh! I forgot to add Tokyo. My bad, my bad. Shenzhen. There we go. Nice. They're a new nation, so let's click on them. Unite her. Okay. We're gonna do a small How do I fix these borders, man? What did I do? I guess they're just gonna follow rivers so it looks a little bit more like, I guess, natural? I don't know. Ugh. Next up we have Dongying. A lot of Dongying this time. They're gonna unite. Ooh. I mean, what do they know about? I think they only know Pyongyang. But I don't know, because Pyongyang isn't... But their origin isn't even Chinese. But I guess it's the only one that they could unite with. I mean, how would they know what is happening over here and down here? So I guess they're gonna unite with Pyongyang. Now they have this little empire where you can basically... That doesn't make sense. Maybe now they start having some boats, but it still wouldn't really make any sense. But yeah. Anyway, next up we have Surathani. We're gonna get a medium expansion. They're just gonna expand down into I forgot what this region is called. Next up, Dongying again? Fine. Age of Unity. Oh, okay. Well, now everything is gonna unite. They're expansionist. Okay, next up we have Halong. They're expansionist jungle explorers. They're getting a new leader. Okay, well. Next up we have Shenzhen. They're gonna... Well, during the Age of Unity, so they might unite with something. But let's find out, yeah. Just doesn't make sense, so I guess I'm not gonna unite them with anyone. I made a mistake up here. I shouldn't have united Dongying with Pyongyang. I shouldn't have done that. Also, I need to get rid of this and turn this into a smaller city. Alright, next up with Bangkok. They are getting... Oh, never mind. They're a new nation. Okay, I'm going to be making Medan, which is around this area. So what we're just gonna do is they're just gonna grab the normal lands here, just pushing up north into the tip, because, well, I guess they can now go with boats. Let's just color that in. We're gonna go past the river, but they're also gonna follow into here, finding a lake. Just gonna colonize that. Gonna push through here and like that, and then they're gonna just start walking up here, and they're gonna connect with their northern part and fill this in. There we go. Kind of ugly, but I mean, it's the very first... Oh my god, what the fuck kind of name is that? Dayadityavarman. Okay. First we need the capital. And now, because they're a new nation, let's not unite them. Because that would just be broken. I don't know, should I? I don't know, because every time there's a union, I always feel like, nah, let's not do that, but it just doesn't make sense, because then why would I be playing this game? Because, you know, the randomization. I don't know. You gotta tell me in the comments if I should, whenever there's a union button, I should unite them with something no matter what. But yeah. Oh, well, we got Medan again. And we're gonna get a small expansion. So yeah, let's just fill this up so that it looks a little nicer, and then they're just gonna basically follow here. Yeah, it looks a little nicer. Next up, we have Shenzhen again. They are going to be getting a new leader who is an isolationist. Okay. Going to Hanoi. Oh no. Don't split. Not in the Age of Unity, bro. So they're Conqueror Hill Dwellers. Let's find out. Oh, they're gonna found a Don't they already have one? Oh, they don't. Interesting. Let's go with Hanoianism. It's to basically make all of the true Hanoians very, very proud of basically just, you know, hey, we are the true ones. Da Nang, Ha Long, Sam Nuea, they all suck. We gotta take them back. I guess. Okay, next up we have Yay. What are they? Divisive Mountaineers. Okay. Gonna get a medium expansion. And I feel like they're just gonna fill this out. Yeah, maybe steal more stuff from Sam Nuea. I mean, if you can, why don't you, right? I mean, that's how they used to think, right? Next up we have Medan. You're not... Oh my god, they're gonna unite again. Should I just unite? You know what? Fine. That doesn't make sense, though. No, fine. They're uniting. Screw it. The game basically gave me another chance, like, are you sure you don't want to unite them? Or game, fine. If you really want me to, I'll do it. Surat Thani is now a big city of importance, but no longer basically a capital. Anyway, next up we have Tokyo. They are going to... My god, no, not Tokyo! So we're having a Hanoi situation, but this time it's in Japan. So I'm gonna be calling it Shizuoka. What? Shizuoka. I'm pronouncing that terribly. And we're gonna make it a weird purplish color because I like the color purple. And because I have no idea what else I should color it. And because, you know, this area here, I mean, there's no purple anywhere near here. So, makes sense to just use purple again. Shizuoka is around here. So, let's just name them Shizuoka. There we go. Because they're a new nation, we click on them, select them, draw a card. We're gonna small expand. Well, I guess they're just gonna expand a little bit into... Oh, I didn't read what they were. Oops. Oh well, I guess they're gonna grab some islands here. Actually, maybe they're just gonna grab these entire islands. Then they're gonna push a little bit down here around this little bay. But then they're also gonna go up into the more hilly area and just fill that out. There we go. Next up with PI, Peaceful Hill Dwellers? Yeah. And they're going to be adopting a religion. Would it make sense for them to adopt anything else than what they have here? What is this? Yangoism. It might make sense for them to actually go away from that, because, I mean, they've been getting screwed by Yangon so much, but I don't feel like they... I feel like they're gonna stay, because it just doesn't make sense for all of a sudden just there's a block of Bangkok. Alright, next up, we have Shenzhen again. Okay, never mind. New nation. There we go. Hong Shou. Let's just start coloring it in. There's another nation. They probably just a tribal nation that's now like advanced enough to become a normal like nation on the world map. While the Shenzhen were probably more people from the Hanoian area that basically they traveled all the way up here and founded Donying, is what I roleplay with. And so basically probably Shenzhen is also one of them. But I feel like these are like basically the true Chinese tribes, in my opinion. Yeah, why not? Because maybe they walked here, then they found this river, walked around here until they went up here, and then they followed, went up here. So basically they didn't find this area. Why not? It's my story, I can make whatever I want, so yeah. Next up, we're gonna set the capital of... And then we're clicking on them and selecting them again. They're adopting a religion. Okay, wait, maybe so the people from Hanoi traveled. Maybe they actually did walk here. Some of them decided to stay and basically get like adopted into the tribal families. And because of their like knowledge of the quote-unquote modern stuff from 200 BC, they got out of the tribal area and now are like, you know, as an advanced quote-unquote civilization. And also these people are giving them Hanoianism as a faith. Yeah, it makes more sense that way to give them Hanoianism. So I don't want to give even more Yangoianism. We have Halong, they're divisive desert nomads. They will be large expanding. Okay. The battling around here has died down. Hanoi has decided to just let these guys go. I mean, Da Nang basically just took everything in this southern part that the Hanoi wanted. So they feel like, yeah, okay, guys, you can have your independence. Go ahead, knock yourselves out. And so, Halong, knowing that they can't actually, you know, win against Hanoi just yet, they decide to just venture more north into a new area. Because Pi already occupies it, they're just gonna basically follow their little like borders, but then they're also just gonna follow along here into this little panhandle. There we go. They're gonna meet up with Shenzhen, probably like just thicken out the borders here. And well, they have a new trading partner. A Chinese trading partner. you're gonna be like, oh damn, we didn't know this existed. We just knew that there were people down here that ventured east, and we never found them again. But now we did. Next up, we have Pi. They're Celis Hill Dwellers. Ah, yeah. Speaking of Pi. Ooh, they're uniting? Oh god, wait. Okay. If we had to unite them, they would definitely unite with one of the Yongoyan civilizations, especially also with the faith. And if Ye, no, Pi broke off of Ye, I feel like Nase might join Pi for the simple reason that is they have too many like hills and mountainous areas where they can't really sustain themselves, and they're basically terrified from the threat of PI of Yongon and PI. Yeah. Yeah. God, this is massive. Dude, Pi is terrifyingly big. Also turns into an important city. There we go. And next, the last 10 turns. Let's go. Next up we have Tokyo. Are they gonna split? No, they're not. Okay, now the question is, do they unite with Fukushima or Shizuoka? I feel like Shizuoka broke off earlier, so they would still have beef with each other. So it's gonna be Fukushima who they oh wait, they were conquerors. I mean, it still looks better like this, in my opinion. Oh, next up with Shizuoka. They're gonna large expand. Okay, well, I feel like they're just gonna... Oh, this is a massive expansion. What the hell? Well, yeah, I guess they're just gonna meet up. There's just... I don't even know what to say. They're just gonna expand across the island. Push them back a bit. Because of how angry they are at them, and, you know, because they broke off. And next up, they're just gonna keep going down into the southern part of Japan. Oh my god. It's a massive ass Japanese nation. Okay. Next up with Hangzhou. They're isolationists. So, they're no longer isolationists. Never mind, they still are, but a different guy. Next up, Medan. They're Celis Flatlanders. They are getting a small expansion. We're gonna fill out these islands because it looks ugly without them. And then we're gonna focus down here because, like, this is where their actual stuff is. They don't really care about this. They just won this in the Union. It's like playing EU4 and you randomly get a Union over some guy. Like, you don't really care about that, like, area at all. You just know that it makes you stronger. But, like, do you actually care? No. Next up, we have Shenzhen. They're isolationists. They're gonna be splitting. Okay. Right, I can't pronounce that. With Maoming splitting from Shenzhen. Probably because Halong were a little bit sneaky and decided... Oh, no, this is gonna look ugly. No! Hold on, please. No, god damn it. Okay. But, basically, Halong probably, gave them, like, the idea of independence. Like, ooh, yeah. It would make more sense if we were independent, because now we have a better, like, trading partner, and we don't really like the Shenzhen government. Or, well, the leaders in Shenzhen right now. And they were like, yeah, go for it. We'll back you. But if we back you, you have to adopt our faith. And so, they say, fine. God, this looks so ugly. I'm gonna click on them again and hopefully get a... God damn it, alright. Oh well, the borders are gonna look like this. It makes sense. It's 200 BC, or maybe it's now like 170 BC now, so borders don't look very good like in the modern day. Next up with Bangkok. Celis nomads. They're going to large expand. Well, knowing that Medan just basically took all of the land that used to belong to Bangkok, I'm pretty sure they're really, really pissed, and, well, they're gonna start pushing into, this area that used to belong to them. Gonna, well, they also definitely have, the naval, superiority, so they're just gonna push in, like, just absolutely pounding away at their fucking defenses. Basically to the point where they're like right outside of Surat Thani. Or well, not like right outside. Actually, they might be right right there before they just like say, okay, fine, that's it. You can have the rest. But we're also gonna just be taking Surat Thani and this little area as well. But you can have the rest. Actually, they might also take this here. Just for like, you know, just so you can like, you have all of this coastline here. They're definitely the strongest, oh my god. And then the rest of that is just going to go into, yeah, here. Yeah, Bangkok's original, like, landmass went all the way up to, like, down here. Then Surat Thani, wait, no, down here. Surat Thani broke off and basically took all of here with it. And so basically they just took, like, everything back except for, like, a little bit more land. And I mean, Bangkok is stronger than ever before. If I really had to, let's rate the top 5 strongest nations. Let's say, I feel like, okay, number 5, probably going to go to Dongying. Number 4, Seoul. Number 3 is gonna go to Yangon. Number 2 is gonna go to Pai. And then last but not least, number 1 is definitely Bangkok, because, I mean, they just destroyed a different nation. And they're just massive already, so it just, yeah. Anyway, speaking of Yangon, we're getting a ooh. Well, they're definitely no longer number 3 or 2. Well, it depends on how much gets split off. We're gonna be splitting off Shadowgram, because it's just easier to find it on the edge. And it also makes sense, because, I mean, their capital is all the way down here, and they have to go all the way up here. Yeah. Oh my god, this is a small split? They're taking, like, half of their nation! Okay, so they're gonna follow along this, like, little hilly area, and they're just gonna, I guess, grab this. We want to give them more? I guess there's a little bit more hilly stuff down here. I guess they're gonna go all the way to here. They're gonna meet up with Kale. I feel like in their independence battle, their goal is to meet up with PI, just for the sole reason is to, well, probably get an ally out of PI. Shadowgram is around this area here. Bang. And PI is actually probably number 4 now. Like, all of their centralized stuff is down here, so it didn't really hurt them that much, I guess. Maybe number 4 or number 5, maybe. But anyway, this is a new nation, and this is gonna be turn 100. Ooh, and they're building a castle. That's the final turn of this episode. They're building a castle. And that castle will be called Fort On. Basically, to defend themselves from the Yangon threat in case they ever want to take back the land that they lost. Which now they probably definitely don't want to try because it's just not worth it. Unless, well, they have nowhere else to go, but I feel like in the next episode, if we ever get the Yangon, they might start going for these islands down here. But yeah, that's about actually it. This is the new world map. It's massive. We have a lot of nations. Oh god, that color is so annoying. That is so annoying. But anyway, I actually feel satisfied with this episode. We have a lot more nations. We have a lot more colored in. We also have, like, just, I don't know, I like this so far. Basically, this area is, like, very advanced, and then up here you have a little bit more of a, like, isolated stuff. That's also very strong, but not, like, as strong as these guys would definitely be just yet. Well, except for, like, you know, them and maybe Korea. But yeah. Anyway, that's actually gonna, yeah, that's gonna be it for today. So, If you like this video, you can like it. If you disliked it, you can obviously dislike it. I mean, I can't stop you. If you want to subscribe, you can. It's free, and I hope you guys have a good day or night. Bye, everyone.